What's going on, guys? This is Chris from Editor Tricks, and today I'm going to show you how to make a one-page smooth scrolling navigation without any anchor links in your Weebly site. Okay, so this video tutorial will follow the written step-by-step tutorial that can be found on Editor Tricks, and I will post a link to that written step-by-step tutorial in the description of this video. All right, so let's get started. What is a one-page smooth scrolling navigation? All right, so here is the demo site that we'll be using, and this already has the modification implemented to it. So as you can see here, we have 4 sections in our content area and our navigation at the top, and we click on our navigation items, and they smoothly scroll to the corresponding section. And then we click on the home, it takes us to the top. And it also works for the mobile version as well. Mobile navigation, click on mission, takes to mission, join, so on and so forth. And well, when we click on home, it'll take you to the top as well. All right. So this modification is a bit involved, but it can be implemented. So stay with me. We can do this. All right. So let's get started on it. All right. So the first thing we need to do is create a home page. Which we already have here, just to kind of save time. But for you, go to Pages at the top, click the little plus icon, click on Standard Page. You can name this page whatever you want, but after you name it, make sure to check off the Hide in Navigation box, okay? All right, step 2, let's actually create our navigation. So we're going to do things a little differently here than what you're probably used to with in building a Weebly navigation. So again, Pages at the top, click the little plus icon, but instead we're gonna select non-clickable menu. Okay, and I'm gonna create 4 or 5 of these. I'm gonna do 5. So home, mission, join, about, and contact. All right, as you can see, our navigation has taken shape. Okay. All right, so let's create our sections. So for this demo site, we have our home, which is obviously going to link to the top, and then we have 4 sections. At the bottom here, mission, join, about, and contact, and there are corresponding parent menu items in the navigation, mission, join, about, contact. So let's create 4 sections. All right, so there's already 1 in there, so I'm going to add 3. So just grab the section element on the left and drop it in. 1, 2, and 3, which gives us 4. All right. So let's add a little content here. Mission, join, about, and you might guess this one as being contact. All right, so, and let's add in some text to make it look like an actual website. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. There are our 4 sections. Okay. And you can add as many sections as you want to your one-page smooth scrolling navigation. Just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to just create 4 sections that correspond to 4 parent menu items in the navigation. All right, so we need to add in some jQuery coding. So we need to open Weebly's HTML editor. So to do that, go to Theme at the top, and then on the bottom left, click on Edit HTML/CSS. And on the left are Assets. Click on Custom.js. All right, so from the written tutorial, copy this jQuery coding. It's pretty big code, but here we go. So copy this jQuery coding from the written tutorial. And then we're going to paste it in the custom.js file on the right here. So directly beneath this first line of text, give yourself some space and just paste in that code. There we we go. And if you see any of these little red dots, you can remove them. You don't want them in here. And I'm actually going to tidy this up a bit because it didn't transfer correctly, the formatting. All right, there we go. And I see no red dots. All right. All right, so click save just to save that. If you're using Weebly's free theme Cento, then you are done here. You don't need to do anything else because that's the theme that we're using for this tutorial. So the next step is going to require you to adjust the jQuery coding because not all Weebly themes have the same information. So as I said, if you're using Weebly's Cento theme, you're done here. But if not, then carry on with me. All right, so we need to adjust this jQuery code that we just added, and we need to adjust it 6 times. So we need to obtain 6 pieces of information from your theme. Okay. Keep in mind, obviously, the information in the jQuery coding is already reflective of the Cento theme. So, all right. So the first thing we need to do, 6 items we need to find and adjust in jQuery coding. The desktop navigation's height, the main content area is CSS class or ID, the mobile navigation's activation width, mobile navigation height, mobile navigation CSS class or ID, and the mobile navigation's toggle class. All right, so I'm going to try to be quick with this, but I don't want to lose you, so but hang tight. All right. So the first thing we need to get is the desktop navigation height. Okay, to do that, go to your, actually you can do this in Weebly editor. So here's your navigation. We need to find its height. So right click on it. Oops. So you're going to right click on it and you're going to click inspect. And you're going to locate the navigation's HTML code in the dev tools window that pops up. And it's right here. And as you can see, click on this, it says, but it's 51. If you can see, there's a little bubble that appears on the bottom that gives the dimensions. So on the right, it's 51. Okay. And now what we got to do is go into our jQuery code and make the following adjustment. All right, so the written tutorial will be a little more descriptive in how to do this, but the 51 we're going to add 4 times into the jQuery code. So 1 here, twice here, here, and here. Okay. All right, so now we need to locate our main content area's CSS class or ID. To do that, we can right click on any of these section elements and find the HTML code that encompasses it all. And it's right here is the class content-wrap. Go into our jQuery code. And we're going to add that a number of times. So it's going to add once here, 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 oops, here, here. So 4 times up here, and then an additional 4 times below here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, the written tutorial will be much more descriptive in implementing these codes. All right. All right. The third piece of information we need to acquire is the mobile navigation activation width. And what that is essentially the width at which your browser needs to be at, or I should say the width your website needs to be at in order for your mobile navigation to activate. So to do that, you can actually go to the live site. That would be better. So here's our demo site. Click inspect. And we're going to reduce the width of it until we see this desktop navigation appear, and then the mobile navigation appears in the top left. So as I move this, you'll see the dimension here will change. And I think it's 767. So 768 is desktop. Yeah, 768 is desktop. 767 activates the mobile navigation. All right, so in our jQuery coding, we need to make 2 adjustments on that. So you can do that in this top part here, 767, and 767 down here. All right, 4th piece of information. We need to know the mobile navigation's height. All right. So I would do this in the live site. It's easier to do this. So going back to your mobile version, right click on the top portion here, the header. It's technically the header, but I call it the navigation. And this height, as you can see here, is 750 by, I'll say the dimensions are 750 by 50. So the height is 50 pixels. All right, so take that 50, and we're going to go into the mobile version of this coding, which is all right here. Okay. And you can replace the 50s here. So this is 50, 50, 50, and 50. So 4 times. All right, the fifth piece of information is we need to obtain the mobile navigation's CSS class or ID. And we can do that by going to the mobile version again, activating our mobile version, right-clicking on the mobile menu, then selecting inspect, and we can see that it has the CSS class of mobile nav. It also has nav too, but nav is also used for the desktop. Mobile nav being obviously for the mobile nav. So mobile nav class, take that, go into our jQuery coding, and we're going to add that 5 times. So once here. So this is the mobile coding again. So we're going to add it once here, 1, 2, actually 6 times, I'm sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And the last piece of information, we need to obtain the mobile navigation's toggle class. Okay, so this step might be a little tricky for you because how every Weebly theme's mobile navigation activates a bit differently. But I'll show you this. This is kind of cool to know if you don't have it. If you don't know this, this is really cool. It could potentially be helpful in the future. All right, so we're going to the mobile version of the theme. We're going to open the DevTools and move this over so we can see. Now here's how a mobile navigation activates in this particular Weebly theme. So click mobile navigation, we close it. Okay, as you can see here on the left, there's some changes going on in the DevTool window. So right here, as you can see, a class was added, nav-open, when we open the navigation. When I close it, that class is removed. So you can see in this line right here, so click this, nav-open is added, and we close it, nav-open is removed, okay? So we know that based on this probing, we can determine that the mobile navigation for this particular theme is activated by simply adding a class to the HTML body tag, which is this line right here. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to take that class. We need to basically just remove that class when someone is viewing the site on their phone. We need to remove that class when someone clicks on any of the mobile parent menu items. So by clicking on one of these items, it's essentially the same thing as Xing out the menu. And we do that by going into the jQuery coding. And on the bottom here, we are basically just going to, when any of the mobile links are clicked, we're going to run this function within it. And from the body tag, we're going to remove the class nav-open. So basically, we're just replicating what happens when the X is clicked on the mobile menu. All right, and so that is it. I didn't actually think that was going to happen that quickly, but all right. So let's give this a test, save this, and we can publish our site. And let's see if our smooth scrolling works now. So let's refresh our demo site, click mission, and it appears to be working. About, contact, check our mobile version, join, about, home. All right, and it's working. Okay, so just another quick additional tip. When you hover over the non-clickable menu items within navigation, there's no pointer, so it doesn't indicate that these are clickable. So we can change that very quickly by going to theme at the top and click on edit HTML/CSS on the bottom left. And we just need to access the CSS file for this particular theme. Scroll down to the navigation, CSS codes on the right. And you want to look for the link code. So the link code within your navigation is right here. What we type in here is cursor pointer. So that means whenever someone hovers over this, the pointer is going to appear as opposed to the arrow. So let's save that, publish that, and let's see if it changed over. So when you hover over these, there we go. So now they look like they're links, but they're not. I mean, they technically are links, but I think Weebly disabled the pointer for the non-clickable menu items. All right, guys. Well, I hope you found this tutorial to be useful, and I will see you in the next video.